So the man spin looks like this. It goes 7, 8. You step back and signal, latch and catch, return and back. So the man spin starts off man's left to lady's right, hands at waist level, no thumbs. So fellas, you're going to push away, and as you take a step back, for this particular move you need to signal, and that is the signal is your right hand, fellas, is out to the right, just above waist level. I know you might feel a little bit self-conscious of that when you first do this move, but when you're dancing it, it's hardly there. But you've got to do it. 2 reasons: it's telling your lady what's going to happen next, but also you're preparing yourself, because on the next beat it's going over the lady's arm. So you're ahead of the game already if your hand is already signalling. If it's down here, your arm will get caught. So you've signalled. So we're both going to be swapping sides, and then you're pulling with your left hand to draw the lady forwards, but the man needs to step into the left and turn to his left as he takes his raised arm over the lady's arm and latches the lady's hand onto his right hip. Ladies, you just step straight forwards behind your man. Now, as soon as the lady's hand is latched onto the man's hip, men, you can let go, and ladies, you're now going to run your hand around the man's waist. As men, you keep turning to your left, you're swapping sides, you offer your left hand out at waist level, and you slide and catch man's left to lady's right. Finish to move off, men, you're going to step in, raise your hand out to the right and over the lady's head to return the lady in an anti-clockwise direction on the spot, and then step back, lowering your hand to face. So on the man spin, fellas, you take a step back, remember you're signalling. When you step in, you're stepping in, you're turning to your left. You want to try and make it look like you don't pause halfway across. So as soon as you latch the lady's hand onto your hip, you're letting go, keep turning to your left and slide and catch. It should look like you don't stop moving halfway across. Also with the man spin, once the man has latched the lady's hand onto his hip and then he's let go, ladies, keep your fingertips in contact with the man's waist as you swap sides. It's then much easier to reconnect, slide and catch. Also with the man spin, as you're swapping sides, try and catch down at waist level, okay? Because if you do the man spin, and quite often it's very easy for the man's hand to end up sliding and catching up there. Not only does it look not that great, but the lady might misinterpret it and think you want her to do a turn, and she'll then do a turn underneath your arm. And the man's like, what are you doing that for? You've gone wrong. And it's like, no, it's because the man's hand was too high. So when you do the man spin, slide and catch at waist level. She's not going to turn under there. So as we went through the man spin a second ago, we said, of course, that when you swap sides, you slide and catch, and we taught you to catch man's left to lady's right. But you don't have to. I mean, the lady has to catch with her right hand, but the man, he can either catch with his left or he can come around and catch with his right. It's up to you. It's a useful opportunity to change hands if the next move requires starting with the right. So the man spin looks like this. It goes 7, 8. You step back and signal, latch and catch, return and back.